In the final countdown to the Pennsylvania primary, almost 40% of Pennsylvania's Republican voters are still undecided in the critical Senate race.
The people of Pennsylvania are going to vote to fire the radical left Democrats.
The former president took to the stage in rainy Greensburg this weekend, hoping to give that coveted Trump bump to his pick in the high-stakes Senate race.
And you're going to send Dr. Oz to fight for you in the U.S. Senate?
But the celebrity Doctor Mehmet Oz may test the limits of the magic.
I'm tough as nails, and I will never let you down. God bless you, Pennsylvania.
Trump's pick received with cheers and jeers from rally-goers. Earlier this year, I spoke briefly with Oz about his plan to win over the skeptics. The main thing I hear is, I know who Dr. Oz is, but he's not from here, and I don't know what he stands for. So what do you say to those voters?
I want Republican primary voters to be skeptical. Kick the tires, ask me hard questions, check out my campaign. Everyone knows who I am. But in a way, that also means they don't quite know what I stand for with regard to their most important issues. So find out.
But loyal Trump fans,
we're Trump gals. We call ourselves.
You call yourselves Trump gals?
Yeah. Yes,
Mon Valley
yes.
Trump gals, yes.
Like Melanie Patterson and Celeste Palmera say they just don't get it.
A man that you admire, Trump did endorse Oz. Did that have any impact on your view of him?
I thought he made a mistake. I thought it was a major error
100%,
and thought he's getting the wrong advice. But I still respect man, still a Trump fan. And we'll support him.
Fan.
Not an Oz
but
fan.
not in this case. No,
and it's going to be hard
It's
with the. It's going to be hard with the election if he gets in.
They've been door knocking on behalf of underdog candidate Carla Sands, and finding other Trump supporters are also scratching their heads.
He's a rhino.
She's running against Oz. Are you familiar with all that?
Yes, I
okay.
am. I don't know why Trump supported.
His endorsement didn't necessarily seal the deal for you.
No, I just need to learn more.
They've knocked on doors every day for 3 weeks.
I have
Someone
not had
is
one
voting
person
with-
tell
yeah.
me something favorable about
We have
Oz.
not had it and find that amazing.
In fact, every door that opened revealed an undecided voter.
Well, I don't know yet.
So you're undecided right now.
We are
Do you kind of know who you're leaning for Senate? You're undecided.
undecided.
Undecided. You're not alone.
Restaurant owner Dave McGill, or Mogi as most call him, is also unsure of his Senate vote. But one thing he does know for sure, he wants a Republican victory in the fall. His business has suffered, and he blames Biden.
The difference now is we're just getting crushed from all directions. Everybody's cutting their hours, cutting days. Food costs are up. Liquor costs are up. Utility costs are up. And payroll costs are up.
Mogi switched his registration from Democrat to Republican because of Donald Trump. For him, the former president's influence could still tip the scales.
Trump, the guy that you changed parties for, endorsed Oz.
Yes.
Does that influence your opinion?
It does in the sense that Donald Trump, in my opinion, picks winners.
With frontrunners Oz and McCormick in a dead heat with just 18 and 16% of voter support, the biggest Trump test yet, now just a week away.
And Dasha joins me live now from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So, Dasha, you've been talking to Pennsylvania Republicans for weeks. We saw all those undecided voters there. But have you gotten a fix on how much Trump's endorsement could potentially help Dr. Oz here?
Allison, this is crazy. 40%, about 40% of Republican voters are still undecided. We are 1 week out. This is the final countdown. That is a huge number of people that still have to make up their minds. So, look, Pennsylvania is not Ohio, right? We did not see Oz surge in the polls in the way that J.D. Vance did. It's still very much neck and neck. The other thing to remember here, I don't know if you were looking at the numbers there, but Kathy Barnett is at 12%. That's not that far behind McCormick and Oz. And there's a world in which, you know, the two front runners have been really hitting each other hard on the airwaves. If voters get turned off by that, they might go another route. So we could see a total upset here. I'm telling you, I really have no idea what is going to happen here. But I will say, as you saw in the piece there, I haven't seen the sort of seal the deal reaction for voters after that Trump endorsement, though certainly he still has an influence. You heard it from Mogi there. People still think he picks winners, but they're not sold for sure just yet, Allison.
And Dasha, Democrats are also deciding on a Pennsylvania Senate race next week. What's the latest there?
Well, John Fetterman, the lieutenant governor of Pennsylvania, is basically running away with it. The latest poll had him up at 53%. I mean, Connor Lamb, who was his closest rival, is not even close. It's really interesting to see that because back when Fetterman first ran for Senate in 2016, the party itself barely gave him, a second look. He did not get very far. He told me himself he barely had gas money, and now he is well-resourced, well-funded, and he's kind of a national name. So it's interesting to see how his trajectory might have something to say about where the Democratic Party is headed. We actually got an exclusive interview with Fetterman and his wife, Giselle, that we will be sharing tomorrow across all of NBC platforms. So keep an eye out for that really fascinating conversation on the state of the race and the state of the Democratic Party, Allison.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.